Hello and welcome back friends to this second part of this video series in which I'm going to show you how you can customize Windows 10 for maximum productivity. In the first part of the video, I showed you how you can install Windows 10 on your laptop or desktop PC. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and follow the link in the description to watch that video. So let's get going. The first one up is Taskbar Customization. When you install Windows 10 for the first time, you're gonna see the taskbar like this. This is very inefficient for our productivity. You can see there's a huge search box on the left hand side which takes up most of the area of the taskbar with some quick access app icons, the Cortana button, the multitasking view button, and some notification icons on the right hand side. We can make this search box smaller and unpin these icons and pin some useful icons to the taskbar. So that way it can be much more productive and efficient. So just need to right click on the taskbar and go to Taskbar Settings. In here you can see the most of the toggles which can be turned off and on. Some are by default turned on. You need to go to notification area, select which icons to appear, and here you can see these icons are by default shown and are turned on. If you turn on one of the notification icon, it will be directly shown on this pane, but if you turn it off, it will go and hide it inside this small box. It's up to your personal preference which icons you prefer on the taskbar and which you want to be hidden. Next one is peek to preview. If you turn this on and then you place your mouse cursor just above the right hand corner of the taskbar, all the windows will be hidden like this, so that you can see what's behind that windows. I like to turn it off to make a little bit faster. Then we need to go to turn system icons on or off. By default, these are the icons that are turned on. I like to turn off input indicator because it's redundant here. The next icon I would like to turn off is location. Next one, I will leave this action center icon turned on because it is quite useful for accessing all your notifications, Windows Defender messages, security messages, and update messages. It also provides some useful toggles that can be accessed quickly without having to go to the Start menu or the Settings menu. Here you can see we have options to turn on or off the network, the night light, the connect to wireless display option, and some more. So I will leave this option turned on. The rest of the things I prefer to leave it as it is. Next up, we'll close this thing and we will remove some unwanted applications from the taskbar. So to remove them, right click on the icon and click unpin from taskbar. Next, we will pin some useful icons onto the taskbar that we are going to use frequently. Just go to the Start menu and search for the applications that you want to be pinned to the taskbar. Here you can see I have calculator and I want calculator to be pinned to the taskbar, so just right click on that icon and click on more and then click pin to taskbar. This way you can see the calculator application has been pinned to the taskbar. Similarly, I will go ahead and pin the applications that I use frequently into the taskbar. Now you can see the taskbar looks much more cleaner. Next, we're going to remove this Cortana button. We don't need this. And also make this search box smaller. So just right click on the taskbar again and uncheck Show Cortana button. Next up is the search box, and here You have to right click again on the taskbar and go to search and click show search icon. You can see now the taskbar looks much more clean, and you can click on the search icon to search for things. The next one is the multitask view option. This is a great tool to organize your desktop. This tool makes it easy to create multiple desktops in one computer. It will act like 2 or 3 different computers. Now here we can actually organize our running applications in these desktops. So click on this task view button, click on new desktop and click on any one. Now for example, I open command prompt in this one, and then to switch back to the second one, just click on task view button and click on the second desktop, and here let's say I open notepad. So this way you can organize your running apps and separate them based on your preference. Say for example, in one desktop you can open up your web browser and browse the internet. In the second one you can open up Microsoft Office suite and so on. With this, you can separate your personal and professional workflow all together at the same time without having to change your login, user, etc. You just need to simply go to this task view button to switch between apps or desktops altogether. You can close the windows from here itself, or you can go to that desktop and then close the apps. You can close one desktop by going to the task view button and clicking close from here, and automatically all those apps that were running in that desktop will be transported to the first one. Next one up is the user profile picture setting. If you want to apply a picture to your profile, then you need to go to the start menu and click this option here, and then click change account settings. From here you can log into your online account like Microsoft or Google account. You can change your picture here. You can take a picture from the camera, or you can browse for one. Let's select a picture from here and click choose picture. Now you can see the profile picture has been applied. The next time you log in, it will be shown in your log screen. Next one is background personalization. Here we are going to customize our desktop layout and background settings. So just right click on the desktop and click personalize. The first option is background. Here you can set a background picture. By default, some of the pictures are supplied bundled with Microsoft Windows 10. If you don't like those photos, you can browse for one from your local hard drive. Let's select a picture and click choose picture to change the desktop background. It will automatically adjust to your desktop screen. Next one on the list is colors. Here you can select light theme, dark theme, or make a custom one. By default, it is now in light theme. Here you can see the application background as well as the Windows Start menu, and the taskbar is all white. You can choose from here the dark theme if you prefer all dark mode. You can see the application background has also changed to dark mode, and the start menu as well as the taskbar has turned dark. I prefer custom one. Here you can choose separate themes for apps as well as the start menu and taskbar. So I prefer the light theme for app mode and the dark theme for start menu and taskbar. You can change these according to your liking. Next up, I would recommend to disable transparency effect if you are on a laptop, and if you are on a desktop with no constraint on hardware resource, then you can turn it on. Next one, you can change the color of the accent colors here and the title bars above. By default, it will be shown either white or dark depending upon the theme you choose. But you can change this to any color, and now you can see the color has changed from blue to green for menu items, and then you can also tick mark this one. Now you can see the default window title bars will appear in that color. Next one is the lock screen. Here, by default, Windows 10 has Windows Spotlight, which downloads the image from the internet, but it uses internet bandwidth, so I will use a local picture from here. Just like applying the wallpaper in the background, you can select any picture from your local hard drive and select it for the lock screen background picture. And I will recommend to disable these apps in the lock screen, since we don't need these applications anyways. These are actually for tablet PCs and not quite useful for laptops or desktops. So just select from the option and click none. Next one, we go to themes. Here you can choose if you want the default theme that is applied directly to all the items like Windows, taskbar and start menu. You can choose from the predefined themes, or you can customize your own theme just like we did now. Next, we're going to turn on desktop icons like computer icon, user files and control panel, which are quite handy for faster productivity. Click apply and click OK. Now here in the desktop you can see the icons are placed, and then I like to right click on the desktop and click on sort by and click item type. That way the computer icon is at the top, followed by these icons in this manner. Next we click on the start menu and customize the start menu with the options that are appearing here and the applications that are appearing here. We click on turn off show recently added apps, show suggestions occasionally in start, and then click on choose which folder I appear on the start menu. I prefer disabling these pictures and documents icon here. So just turn off this documents icon, pictures link and turn on file explorer. That way it is more efficient, because clicking on the document and pictures folder will take you to the Windows Explorer, but I can manually go to the Windows Explorer. But if you want, you can place those icons as you like. Next is power settings. Now if you are on a laptop, you would prefer that you get most time from your battery. But if you are on a desktop, you would prefer best performance instead of power saving. So just need to click on this battery icon and turn on best performance. Thus move the slider to best performance for desktops and laptops when it is charging. But when the laptop is not connected to the charger, you would prefer to select best battery life. That way you will get much more battery backup. Next you go to battery settings, and for those who use a laptop for only simple Microsoft Office application or coding or simple web browsers, I will prefer to use 50% indicator when the battery saver turns on automatically. But for those who use the laptop for gaming and GPU intensive work, I will prefer to use at the default value, which is 20%. So it is up to you to decide which applications you use and to restrict the power usage during the operation and maximize the battery life of your laptop. Next you're gonna click on power and sleep and click on additional power settings, and you to choose from this selected plan. The best plan is balanced, but you can choose high performance if you are on a desktop. Then click on choose what power buttons do. Now you can change these settings to select to shut down your computer whenever you press the power button, or to sleep, or to turn off your display whenever you press the sleep button. That will be applicable for laptops when on battery and on charger. If you want to unlock these settings, you need to click on this top link here, and then you can click or uncheck these items here so that it can be shown in the start menu, and then click save changes. Next up is night light setting. As you know, computer screens can emit blue light radiation that harms our eyes and also affects our sleep cycle. So to make it much warmer and more soothing to the eye, that can improve our sleep cycle also, we can turn on the night light settings from the action center here, or we can go to the start menu, click on settings, click on settings, and in the display option you just have to turn on night light. Then click on night light settings, and here you can increase the strength of yellow light and reduce the blue light emissions if you move the slider to the right side. Then you can schedule your night light settings to turn on at a specific time and to turn off at another specific time. It automatically selects the best time for you, that is to 7 p.m. up to 7 a.m. but you can configure it to turn on and off at some other time. Like here I am setting it to turn on at 1900 hours and to turn off at 7 a.m. Next up is region, date and time, and language settings. You can go to the settings menu and then you can configure date and time there, but alternatively you can right click on this area of the taskbar and click on adjust date and time. Here it will be automatically configured, but if you are connected to the internet and you select sync now, it will automatically sync the date and time as well as regional time zone to your computer. Next, click on date and time and regional formatting to format the values on which the date and time are displayed. You can click here and select your region and the language you want. I will select here English India. Next, scroll down and we need to select change data formats so that it is correctly displayed. The first day of week I would like to select Sunday. Short date and long date I will keep it as it is, but short time and long time I will select these one for displaying it in AM or PM. By default it is displayed in hours, so I changed it. Next you can go to region and you can see that your region is correctly selected. If not, then select it again. Click on language and select the desired language from these options. Here I will select English India, and you can see the options has changed, but the speech has not changed yet because it needs to download some files for recognizing the speech. So once I connect to the internet, it will download it automatically. You can add your own language here and customize it so that your application works with those languages. To add a new language, just click on this plus symbol. For example, I would like to install and use Assamese language. So scroll down and say click on this option here and click next. It will need internet connection as most of the features required to recognize this language and to use this language will be downloaded over the internet. So once you connect the internet, it will automatically go ahead and configure all the settings necessary to identify and to display all the things in that language. Then you can use that in your keyboard, speech recognition and regional formatting data settings. Next up is notification setting. To configure these settings, you need to go to the Action Center and move to the top of that pane to click on Manage Notifications, and then you can turn these settings off so that it will not annoy you with unwanted notifications when you are working on some important work. Just see the screen and uncheck these options. And now the notifications will be much quieter and it will be much more efficient this way. You will get important Windows Update and security related notifications only. Next option is to disable tablet mode and some background apps. Now since we are not using a tablet, hence we can disable this option so that it does not use our resources. Just click on settings and go to system, scroll down and click on tablet option, and in the first option you choose never use tablet mode. This way it will not use our system resources. Next up, go back and search for background apps. Click here. These are the apps that run in the background and take up system resources. So just need to turn off this setting so that these apps do not run in the background. Next in the list is Start Menu Customization. Now by default in Windows 10, when it is first booted up, the start menu shows these apps pinned to the tiles. I don't like this view, and if you also do not like this view, you can right click on this option and unpin it from the start. Alternatively, if you like this view, you can keep some of the apps here. But I like to remove these and to make the start menu much more sleeker. And then you can click on this side pane and drag it to make it thinner. This way it looks much more professional and it's more easy to navigate in this way. But if you want, you can keep those applications as a tiles. That is up to your preference. Next one up is keyboard and user account control settings. For this, you need to go to the control panel, just double click this icon. Select from this option large icons and go to keyboard and move the slider to short. This is for repeat delay, and click apply and OK. Next one, you need to go to user accounts, click on change user account control settings and move the slider to never notify. That way, it will not annoy us with unwanted notification prompts. Click OK and click Yes. Now, you will not be annoyed by unwanted messages asking for your permission every time you install a software or copy a file from one folder to another. Next one in the list is to uninstall bloatware applications. Windows 10 comes pre-installed with many bloatware applications that we don't generally use, and these take up system resources as well as sometimes create problems. So go to the settings, click on apps, and here you can scroll down and see the different applications that are pre-installed in Windows 10. Some of the applications can be uninstalled by clicking on it and clicking on uninstall. Again click uninstall button and you can see it will be uninstalled, but some of them cannot be uninstalled, and that is a topic that will be described in the next video in this series, where I will show you how to uninstall all the apps that are hidden and cannot be uninstalled by the settings menu. And in the third video, I am going to go over tweaking up Windows 10 much more to get the best performance out of it. So stay tuned to my channel and watch the next video that will be posted soon. Now you can see most of the applications are uninstalled, but some remain. Then we need to go to optional features, and here I will uninstall the following: Internet Explorer 11, Math Recognizer, Windows Hello Face, you can remove Windows Fax and Scan if you don't use a scanner or a printer. I will use it, so I will keep this setting, and next I will uninstall Steps Recorder. Next option we are going to see is Startup. Now this will list all the applications that will run when Windows starts to boot up. And here you can disable if you want some of the applications like Adobe Reader and other services like Microsoft Office service, etc., so that your Windows can boot faster. Next up is customizing Windows updates. To make Windows updates much faster, I would recommend to use these settings. Click on Start menu, go to Settings, scroll down and click on Updates and Security. And if you want to not update Windows frequently, you can pause it for 7 days or 30 days maximum for home users and 365 days maximum for pro users. Alternatively, you can check for updates here and install the updates when it is shown here. Next we go to Advanced Options, then scroll down and click on Delivery Optimization, and you need to check off Allow downloads from other PC. Now in my case it is automatically turned off, but if you are on a mobile internet or a private internet connection, then you will need to turn this off so as to save your internet data. The last one in the list is customizing Windows Explorer. Now we can go to this PC, double click on this, and here you can see on the left pane the folder icons are pinned on it. We can right click on some of these icons and click remove. and some of these pinned icons to unpin. We can pin our own folders and drives to this left side pane. So for example, I want to pin this folder here. Right click on this and click on pin to quick access. And now you can see it is pinned to the left hand side. I can pin the drive also to this pane. Just right click on this and click on pin to quick access. That way we can navigate faster. I hope that you like this video and you get some useful tips to customize your Windows 10 experience. So like and share this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification for the future videos. So till the next video, see you, goodbye.